My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Death's Door.
Goodness, look at that door. The voids are starting to glow. Was that down to you then? Something you found during your exploration? Of course it was. Go on then, onwards to the other wings. Perhaps you'll find even more.
Perhaps I will, but perhaps before I do that, I should fill my HP bar just a wee bit. I've taken no deaths so far. I'd like to keep it in that realm if possible. Also, 638. We know what that number means. Time to get a second level of haste. There is a door down here to get us directly back to the dealer. I've always liked this kind of trope, right? That death is a bureaucratic process, that there is like an accountant at the end of all things. Pops up in a lot of different media and different Excuse me, hello, you seem like a new element here. Badge of the Reaper.
Oof, you lost your assignment? That's rough, buddy. It's been quiet down here the past few years. Advances in medicine is something I expect so annoying. We need a new plague. I'm gonna go broke.
That's actually one of the reasons that I really love that trope, right? Because we think about like bureaucracy and accounting, actuarial studies, these kinds of like probabilistic, but still what is the word I'm looking for? Like almost a dull mechanical kind of situation. We think of them as values neutral because they're boring, but they aren't at all. And especially in a context where you can see people talking so callously about death, you can see that contrast brought into kind of clarity. That character just saying, like, we need a bunch of people to die, otherwise I'm gonna go out of work. Like, there's very few settings you would actively say that. However, the trope of a Reaper agency of bureaucracy is not the only circumstance in which that is manifested in the world. I think it's probably the most artful way to put that. Let's take another level of haste. Next is 800. It's entirely possible I wait for that and go for it. I think I'll level up strength at the first time that I find an enemy who does not fall to a 3-strike. Seems like an appropriate time at which to enact that. Take this door out here. Okay, so we can see the green bot at the end certainly has someone in it. Just gonna try and make my way entirely around. See if I don't even have to involve myself in that situation. No. Oh, actually, no. 5 of these are enemies, is what's being intimated to me there. All right. Approach number 1. Number 2. Yes, you can hit them back. Okay, good. I think the point is I'm supposed to use that here. Yeah, it definitely is. They're just constantly giving us projectiles. Do I get an arrow back for hitting one? I do! That's cool as well. Another way to sustain ranged combat. And a new attack from the pots that we haven't seen before. Seems a good idea to get a little bit more familiar with it. All right, and now it's down to you. Nice try, bud. Quite a dark arena here. Nothing appears to be stuck underneath those. Is it just lighting? Looks like it's just lighting. And then, you know, ammo regain as well. Perfect. I'll take that, although I haven't seen another keyhole. So I'll have to keep an eye out for those. Uh-oh. The game just taught me that breakables can have things in them. Well, get ready for the Rap Smash-a-thon. We're going to be destroying absolutely everything I run across at all times. Hey, oh wait, I forgot that was an explosive one. Oops. Well, I feel like I'm going to remember forever now. Okay, so we got 3 exits to this room. Let's go left to right. A bath for a gigantic figure. This is clearly got to be the witch. Looks like it might be a battle room in the future, possibly. Maybe poisoning the bath. Wait, hang on. Can you see that vase? Huh. Oh! There are things reflected in the ground. That's so cool. There's things reflected in the ground that are not reflected in the real world here. So like if I go up here and then strike, there we go. That's both of them. I'm gonna go through this wall. Oh, that's so cool. I'll take that shrine, thank you. So it seems like these are not part of your required progression. It offers you a shard from magic crystal, raising 4. Collecting 4 will raise your magic capacity beyond its limits. It seems like these are not... what am I looking for? They're not required progress, which leads us back in the direction of kind of like Zelda. Like there may be entrenched puzzles in areas that you aren't aware of that you need to go to. Need to keep an eye out for, at the absolute least. Okay, left to right. We'll go to this one next. Learning a little about how a game is approaching its own design gives me a lot of information about the kinds of things that I should expect and should look for. Perfect. So, there's got to be some reason to be up here, right? No. Nope. It doesn't have to be. You can see I'm immediately engaging in the gameplay that I said that I try and steer clear from, of just rubbing up against every wall, hoping to find a secret of some kind. But you can see also the inverse, which is exactly how I was talking about it last episode, of we should only look for the ones that the game is intimating may be there. That room definitely looked like there was some reason for it to exist, and revealed pretty quickly what the secret or puzzle in it was. Effectively, I'm restating the conclusion that I can just trust the game to show me when those are going to appear. Hey! Thank you. That's what I was trying to set up the whole time. Maybe I didn't need to take damage to do it, but maybe I did. I don't know. None of these are gonna have fire. So it takes a little longer to charge up the range shot than I thought. Yeah, I'll make the safety play. We've got 6 of these bad boys. Whoa! Oh god. Immediate attack, and I just wasn't dodging. I don't know why, but I immediately tried to strike instead. Just a bold play right there. Just a little bit too bold of a play, I think. I also like that there's no stamina management here. But hang on. I absolutely must remove these wizards. You know what? If you're just going to stand there, you can stand there while I take out the wizards. Oh no! Okay, we're just going to respawn wizards if I do that? Right, got it. We're way too early in the game for them to intentionally, consistently overwhelm me. So I know that 2 is going to be the maximum of them on screen at any one time here. It does seem like this enemy is basically created to give a default character enough time to get off a full 3 combo between any of their actions. What we're gonna have to keep an eye out for is when the game pivots and decides that, you're familiar enough with the game now, we won't do that anymore. I'm starting to question the authority of our Lord of Doors. Although it might be a bit late, given that I am already deceased. Is the deal off? I'm starting to question the authority of the the Lord of Doors. We're starting to see a little bit of a pattern emerge here. I'm gonna have to leave this whole ass building to go and find myself another pot.
Oh, goodness. You're not the cause of all this ruckus, are you? I would not be very hospitable to any beast who would mistreat my children. Tread lightly, Reaper.
Empty whole clip into him. Get out of here. Tread lightly, my buns, eh? Let's... Wait a second. That's gonna be progression down there. Uh-oh. 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 I need to find another pot. I may have to go outside. In fact, I strongly feel like I'm gonna have to go outside in order to do that. Oh, and here's where the game is like, no outside for you. No? No? Oh, we are totally allowed. It also seems that it's embracing a kind of little bit of non-linearity. Oh! Excuse me, enemies? Can you chill for a moment? I would like to... Oh, they do respawn! Never mind, we're all good. I'm just gonna run away from you all now. I'm not good at taking out a whole group of enemies. All it takes is one of them not getting staggered, and I guarantee myself some damage. Or not. Or we're completely fine. They give you such a small amount of souls that it never really seems to incentivize the idea of going back and grinding them. But still, an appreciable enough amount that eventually you will get an upgrade. I like that. I like that. You died and gave me 2 souls. I like that.
Pardon me, I was lost in thought.
You stay away from me, bud. Ah, I see. Again, opening up a path to a prior area. The level design that goes into involving things like that consistently in your world is much more laborious than I imagine it would appear on first blush to a player. Part of the reason that I'm always so damned impressed by it. Okay, so in the reflection there's... Oh wait, that's up there in the non-reflection as well. Hey, hang on, but it's got a soul on. That's got to come down after I kill the enemy, right? Hang on. Oh, hello. A large talking pot. Shall we dance? No, why would it have that voice? It's like a smoky kind of thing.
Shall we dance?
Okay, well, right. You talked to me, so I thought we were friends. Okay, so you will take damage to my arrows. But I'm going to have to make actual melee hits against you if I want to be able to continue hitting you at all. So I can get out of dodge if you're going to do some spinning top stuff. And it seems like you can't do spinning top stuff super soon after having done it. Oh, boy. Did I take a damage there? No, I took a damage at the very start of the fight. That's fine. the way. I've played enough games to know that you do not dodge directly away from them when they're making a charge like that. You dodge across to the side, friends. A bit of a tip from me to you. Whee. Ah. Got outgamed. Whoop. Yeah, at least I managed to tag him with that final shot there. No! Well, I gloated too much. That's... Karma will always come in to give you the all what's what if you gloat a bit. That's what it's there for. Right, I need to get that. Which means there must be a lever or some ability to tear that down hidden in this room somewhere. Or maybe it's even intractable from the ground. So this seems to have already been taken down. Do I get any hints from that as to how to take down another one? Not necessarily. If I went here and then just interacted, like, okay. So it's not like a mirror world kind of situation as we saw prior. I don't know if I have any access to that at the moment. Just keep it logged in my mind and move on. That makes sense. That tracks. Ooh. Another trinket of... Hey! This was a puzzle room. This was not a battle room. Respect that, please. And teleport where I can actually hit you, please. I need to get a little wee bit closer. Excuse me? Huh. I thought that was instantly... Like, I thought that was just solid ground next to where I was, but evidently wasn't right. Oh, no, I'm gonna have to cut it down. Man! I know I keep mentioning Dark Souls, but it feels like the game is intentionally doing this. Like, you know, slice that in the cathedral in Anolondo, pick it up from the ground, you know, the pot-headed friend who's waiting for you to open a gate that you need to do too. It feels like the game is leveraging the fact that I have that knowledge of down to the ground, I guess, is leveraging that knowledge of a game that is similar in some aspects to just delight. I'm all for it, frankly. So they actually just continually go. They won't ever regain their path and go back towards us. Good to see. You found an old engagement ring. Now you just need to find someone who'd want to marry you. Tough dig, game. We're starting to see a vat. Some experiments are taking place. Okay. Looks like there's the shadows in there. Maybe the things that are inhabiting the pots. So maybe those aren't transformed pots of any kind. Those are just spirits concocted by the old witch. I wonder what the deal was. The deal on her side was obviously to extend her life and not send Reapers after her after a point, but what was the deal for the Lord of Doors? You know, assuming the prior statement true. I mean, the safest way to approach this is just going to be stay away and use ranged attacks. But they also do die to a single hit. So as long as I know where they all are, Reed have lit up all these lights that are available, it should be okay. Although I do wonder what happens if I fire a fire arrow at any of them. Same thing that happens when you fire a normal arrow at them. That's, I think that's the one joke that Joss Whedon's rewrite of the X-Men 1 film managed to maintain. What happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else. The line that Halle Berry's Storm says to Toad in that. And it's the worst line in the film. Just wild. Although it is also the only line I remember in the film, but courtesy of the fact that it is the worst line in the film, so I'm not certain that's a real credit. One super fun thing about following a lot of improv comedy podcasts and stuff like that is a lot of the people on those improv comedy podcasts have done, like, you know, what's the word in the industry? Treatments. They've done like a treatment of a script and added a couple jokes, and they'll be completely uncredited, but then they'll go on a podcast and talk about, oh yeah, that line in Shark Tale, yeah, I wrote that, yeah, that kind of thing. Patton Oswalt does a bunch. Scott Aukerman used to do it a decent amount as well. It's always a little interesting piece of trivia, I find. And also sometimes points as to why some of the jokes in movies seem really, really discordant. Why did the door close? How can we get back? Why did the door close? The door only closes after you get your soul. The soul that you were bound to get. So why did it close? The Lord of Doors must have done that, right? On the other side. Seems likely.
Well now, little crow. You have well and truly outstayed your welcome. First you lead my daft grandson astray, filling that head of his with nonsense ideas about curses. And then you come in here and smash up all my beautiful urns. I'm just trying to help people. If you set foot in my basement, there will be consequences. I might even have words with your employer. Although I'd rather not see that old weirdo again. I mean, a lot for a head, so strange. Off with you, little crow!
Off with you too. I see. Wait a second, hang on. 2 exits to this area. That one is back to the main hall, if I gotta guess. They do respawn. Of course, I keep forgetting that.
All of the voids are aglow with an unearthly...
Wait, hang on, wrong. We accidentally went Gandalf there for a second.
All of the voids are aglow with an unearthly light. Is it unlocked? If only I had a more complete understanding of doors. Before you proceed, Big Face. Before you proceed, Big Face, I have a confession to make. The old witch of this house, she is my grandmother. She cursed me with a ceramic cranium in a misguided effort to make me immortal. You see, she was stricken with grief when my grandfather passed, and made it her mission to keep our whole family alive. Forever. Her research led to her research led her to believe that replacing one's head with an urn would somehow strike you from death's ledges. However, I resisted, and during her struggle her spell must have gone awry, for, as you can see, I have a pot for a head. I fear she's gone too far beyond her years and her soul has swollen and grown corrupted. I've seen it happen in this land many times. As a Reaper, I implore you to end her suffering and bring her soul into the next life. Perhaps she can find peace once again.
That all tracks? Let's go in.
Be wary, living Reaper.
I refuse to be wary. Oi! Oi! Hang on! Oi! Hang on! Hang on! Oi! That's not... Hang on. I thought I was just back in the main area again. Okay. You go. Avarice. Just in case this is someone who's not familiar, avarice is another word for greed. And also is heavily related to the idea of mimics. What with, excuse me, what with the Dark Souls 1 reward for killing 7 mimics being the head of avarice, the something of avarice? I think it is the head of avarice. But also, obviously, the relation between being greedy and trying to check those chests, and therefore being guilty of avarice in certain circumstances. Oh, okay, these run straight. Got it. So I don't have to just shoot them as they approach. I can just dodge out of their way. Grand. You. No! No! Oh, my bad, my bad. I shouldn't have been as close and personal as I was. That'll get him. That'll get you out too. Beautiful. Just one more. No. My avarice. It's killing me. My avarice is killing me, and it's taking control. Greed, you see, making a corpse out of me as I fight these parts inside. Shadow ceramic hides inside, but it's just the price I pay. My employment's calling me, open up that giant door. I haven't. How do you not have a rhyme for or? Come on. It's just all of them felt forced, like, you know, and I'll settle the score. Like, what am I settling the score of here? If anyone has an extra final line for that, please leave that bad boy in the comments down below. No! Almost. That was again. My avarice! Almost killing me. And now, it kills everything but me. Yeah, that's what you get for picking a fight.
A gift to a fellow.
Wait, hang on. Everyone's had a voice in the same similar kind of area here, and it's gonna make it difficult going onwards, so someone's gonna have a different voice. But you are big.
A gift to a fellow crow to aid you on your quest.
What's it gonna be? Crown's mine. What's it gonna do for us? Flame spell acquired. Yeah, I was wondering if it was going to be fire. Press the left on the directional pad, D-pad, to switch the flame spell, or 1 to swap back to arrows. Hell yes. Feeling very Metroidvania-y. Hello, I've come back from the... Wait, hang on. How do we get to that one? All over there. And use that. Okay, let's try it. I'll stand on this, and then ta-da! There we go. I mean, I could get a stat. I could get a stat of a non. Actually, hang on. How do I get out of here now? Whoops. Do I just have to fall into the abyss? Oh no, you can just go into there. Cool. I could now pick up a non-haste stat if I really wanted to. Ooh, but if you're gonna keep giving me more souls, then maybe I could pick up a haste stat. I don't know. Give me a pot. I'll open that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. That guy sure do have a lock for a head, don't he? Seems like the person with which the witch made a deal. That's gotta be the Lord of Doors, right? That just makes a whole bunch of sense. Whole mess of it. This appears to be a Reaper's abandoned logbook. We've been ordered to disconnect the series open doors in the region around the recent anomalous energy surge. The area had previously been quite active, with the commission members assisting the witch with the research. The order came through and was executed immediately, so I'm not sure what has happened to the crows that were there. All doors have been sealed for now, and the outstanding work orders in the region have been manually closed. Quite strange, but it's above my grade. I find it better not to ask questions. Okay, just same information again. I was wondering if possibly something about that was a wee bit collectible. But I didn't get the ability to attack from that. I gotta go back up here and get back to this bad boy. Thank you muchly. In order to claim our next shot. That'll do. Yeah, what are those little guys? Varga. Ah, I see you've been exploring the old office departments. Used to work over there in the East Sector before I embraced my true life and quit the rat race. I'm much happier now. But that was one lovely cozy office. Be wary exploring those old offices. It's fun, sure, but some of those upstairs don't want crows like us snooping. Okay. And line there also. Ooh, they seem to want to follow me. So they did that in the first level. And also, they were there when I woke up after I was knocked on the head by the big old Grim Reaper, the Grim Crow, I think its name was. And they also seem to be responsible for the regrowing of the life seeds. Kind of remind me of Koroks a little bit. Badge of the Reaper. What's your voice again? Seems like you're finding a wealth of souls out there. Where are they coming from? I haven't seen so much soul energy in decades, maybe centuries. That was definitely his voice. I was specifically giving him a smoker's voice is what I was trying to do there. Okay. I'm a little enthused to try and explore more of this area now that I have the ability to cast fire. However, I know I should definitely go back to the main Grove of Spirits and thereon with my new fire abilities. So I figure that is the kind of thing that we may want to broach in the next episode. Until then, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Death's Door. This game is sweet as hell, y'all. I'm deeply, deeply enjoying myself. I'm definitely going to end up playing the entire series. It's going to stay as a daily series until then as well. But the end of the episode is not time for announcements. The end of the episode is time for credits. We've got a series playlist up in that top left where you can find all my content on this game, past, present, and future, as well as a YouTube recommendation directly below, and streaming past the names of the folks so generously supporting the Republic at or above the $10 tier over on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. And a special thanks to David. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.